You know you're not the most beautiful woman, yeah?
Yeah,
In the
yeah, yeah.
world,
Yeah, sure. And you're not the most handsome man either,
of
so.
course. And you actually know you're not the most brilliant woman in the world,
Yeah, 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 yeah. And you two, you are not the most intelligent.
of course. But now, what now makes it beautiful is the fact that we chose ourselves. And and you want to say
No, no, no,
something?
no. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
like and the fact that we chose ourselves actually beautifies it. The fact that we are not going for the best, but we are trying to make the best out of who we are.
Yes.
Bars.
Yes.
God.
Making
We are
the
not
best
going
out
for
of
the
our
best, but we are
imperfections.
trying to make the best out of who we are, right? And funnily, like, this was actually what caused a lot of
Uproar.
on social media. That post I made, you're not the most beautiful man, neither are you the most intelligent, but I choose to put my gaze on you,
Yeah.
and I will never find perfection in anyone else. And I was shocked. They have done a lot of YouTube videos.
Even myself, it shocked me. I said, wow.
They've done a lot of podcasts. They've done a lot of interviews. They've done a lot of blah, blah, blah. But we've never really said anything, apart from that one that you did. We've
Yeah,
never really
yeah.
said anything together.
Together, yeah.
What happened? Like, when you saw the post and when you saw, like, the reaction, what actually went through your mind?
Okay, so I mean, obviously you sent it to me before you actually posted it. I remember he sent it to me on WhatsApp actually. And I read it, and to me it was just so profound. Like,
Profound man.
be coming down. Yeah, it was honestly so profound. Like, I absolutely, to date, okay, well, there was one that he gave me for my birthday that has topped it now, but literally before the one that he gave me recently, it was my favorite letter that he had ever written, because it wasn't just, all that airy fairy
Glamorizing.
type of thing. Like, it was real. And after I finished reading it, I was like, rah, this guy really loves me, for me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it showed me that you actually
I get what you're
loved
saying.
me.
That's why I wrote what I wrote.
it showed that he actually loved me for me, and it really showed just in his intentionality and his thoughtfulness as well. Because for a man to write a letter like that is so real, there must have been a lot of, like, a long thought process that he must have gone through, and for that to be produced. I don't know if that
Yeah,
makes
actually,
sense.
absolutely understand what
Yeah,
you're saying.
so I absolutely loved the letter. Like I said, it's one of my favorite letters he's ever written me. And when he said he was gonna post it, he said, "Oh, do I that he wants to post it, blah blah blah." I said, "Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fine." And then when he posted it, honestly, I I was so shocked at the reactions. Like, literally, people were just, like, making comments on that, under just random posts, things like that. People were in my DMs telling me how he's a narcissist, how he's I should leave him, I deserve better, blah blah blah. And in my head, I'm like, did they read the same letter that I read?
I just feel like people are actually really and this is not a gender war, but you notice that it was actually mostly women.
Yes. It wasn't
Definitely.
even mostly. I don't think any well, okay, maybe a couple.
Yeah,
but
it was
literally
mostly-
99%
It shows
were women.
It shows the problem that a lot of women actually do have. To be
Yeah,
honest. Your
well-
gender, apart from you,
Well-
and a few people that I know, but your gender actually have issues. Like, when I was writing it, I was thinking about, if I chose you because you are beautiful. And
Beauty fades.
Yeah, not that because you're beautiful, rather because you are the most beautiful.
Yeah.
Obviously, the world has its metrics or parameters by which they actually measure beauty.
Yeah.
And if I chose you based or choose you based off on that. When I see somebody else that's more beautiful according to that parameter, that means that I no longer chose you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not choosing you, and I'm choosing the most beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not choosing you, I'm choosing the most
You're not
intelligent.
choosing me for me. You're choosing me based on
Yeah, I'm
different
choosing I'm
metrics
choosing
and
the
characteristics.
label that is constantly changing.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Do- do-
Constantly changing.
Exactly.
And I think that's what people don't realize, that these things are like as you said, they are constantly changing. And if you don't make the commitment to the person for who they are at their core, then Omar,
Exactly.
it
And
will
then,
be hard.
yeah, and yeah, I just feel like and this is part of why I said I feel like social media has really, really over glamorized the reality of marriage and
Yeah.
relationships. So if I don't tell obviously I've told you that you are the most in our engagement post, I actually said that you are the most something woman I've ever met, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I still give sentimental compliments,
Yeah.
but there is also time for real compliments that I can actually look at you and say, you do have roles, but I love you with those roles. Instead of me looking at you and say, you look like Kim Kardashian.
No, but then that you see that, like, things like that, that's not true love, because it's not based on truth. I believe that love, love should be based on truth, not on some fantasy,
Flattery.
not flattery.
And you know that
Flattery is not
is
love.
actually deceit. Yeah, flattery is actually. In fact, most times when people actually try to like flatter you, they are trying to get something from you
Yeah.
deceitfully. You know, flattery is not actually true appreciation.
It's not.
It's like
at all.
appreciation that is actually perverse in a selfish way.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They
Yeah.
know the
for
truth.
for their own gain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when I saw the reaction, I was actually like, wait, are people actually okay? Like, are they okay? Are they fine? And one of the reasons I wrote that was because, like you said, it was liberating. I think that a woman should be able, or a man or your partner should be able to walk into a room and actually see people that quote unquote seem better than them, but are still very confident that, oh, my partner actually
Will
chose
still
me.
choose me.
Like, I don't care
Literally.
if it's Beyonce. I don't know if she's beautiful based off on the world standard. I don't care if it's Miss Universe. I
Yeah.
don't care. Like, even if they see them, they will still choose me because it's me. If it's just not me, it's not me. Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
yeah,
If
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
just you, it's not you.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they made so much of an issue. Like, the way it trended, like, I was just like,
To be honest, I think okay. I think part of it was a lack of comprehension, and another part of it was an unwillingness as well to comprehend, because I think that there were some people that could actually appreciate. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. There were some people that could actually appreciate where you were coming from, but they were unwilling to actually appreciate and to actually understand fully. Probably, maybe because of any trauma that they may have had or whatever.
yeah.
But
So and I feel like people are always, especially women, are always very quick to throw the word narcissist.
Oh,
narcissist. And I'm
I
sorry.
had never heard that word
and
so
I'm
many
sorry.
times in my
And
life.
it's usually
that
black
period.
women.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's usually black women. Yeah, I understand that there are probably like experiences that they've actually had, but just because the world is bigger than your experience.
That's good.
Everything does not revolve around your experience.
Yeah.
And just because a man has actually said something to you and acted a certain way that wasn't favorable or in tangent with love, doesn't mean that another man who's saying the same thing, I'm not your ex. Do you get me? Like, I'm not your ex. Like, stop seeing your ex in me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe there are men who actually said that to them. And the funny thing is, when I even think about it, the men who even tell you you are the best in the world, you are everything to me, they do all of that stuff. How do they treat you at the end of the day? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we
Yeah.
have a lot of men, and men understand that a lot of women like lies. women a
and they
lot.
play on that, like
Yeah,
they play to that.
Yeah, so they can see
They
very
play
well.
to their ego, and that allows them to gain access more easily. And it's just sad because women fall for it again and again and again.
And then at the end of the day, they'll say, "Oh, men are actually very deceitful." I'm not saying that men are not deceitful, but I think that there is a balance. Men are deceitful because a lot of women love deceit.
Yes, and oh my gosh, please, on that note that you said a lot of women love deceit, I remember there was this one lady she literally said verbatim, like, yes, I want my man to lie to me. And I was like, are you being serious?
And you know the funny thing?
What?
They actually carry that as confidence, but that's insecurity.
Literally.
Like, if you want your man to lie to you about yourself, you have issues. When you know
That you need to deal
when you
with.
know that you have confidence is the ability to deal with the truth. Well,
Literally.
do you understand? But if I have to lie to you for you to feel good, I should be able to look at you and say, you have a big nose, but I love the big nose. Do you get? Obviously, I'm not saying in a condescending manner.
No, of
right?
course, of
I'm not
course,
saying
yeah.
in a manner
I
that is
get
actually
you.
very belittling.
Yeah.
Like belittling. Did I just say
Belittling.
belittling? I don't have accent to belittling,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like, I should be able to mirror you and let you know who you are,
Yeah.
and obviously, and appreciate who you are,
Yeah.
you know. But
Flaws
yeah,
and all.
exactly,
Warts and all. Literally.
that really
the
just
whole
should-
package.
and that is actually the kind of love that Christ actually, have for us. He looked at us. We were actually guilty.
Yeah.
He did not say, "Oh no, you have
We were
done
guilty,
well,
we
so I'll
were
come and die
dirty,
for you."
everything.
He died for us because we were guilty.
Yeah.
He died for us because we were actually already like condemned, if that makes sense, right? And then he came to die for us. So that means that love cannot exist without the acceptance of truth. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
cannot
yeah.
accept that this is the way I am, or if your partner has to actually walk on
Eggshells,
eggshells
yeah.
to tell you that, oh, this, and if you think, and this is one of the reasons why people cheat in marriage, they cheat in marriage because they have high expectations
Yeah.
of their partner. It is too much of an expectation to put on someone that they should be the most beautiful, they should be the most intelligent,
Yeah.
they should be the most brilliant, they should be the most savvy person ever in the world. That is so burdening.
Yeah.
Like, how will they even keep up with that?
And not only is it very burdening, it's also very unrealistic.
Yes.
Nobody can ever be,
Everything to you.
literally, nobody
And the
can ever
best
be the
of
most
everything
beautiful.
to you.
Literally.
And then what happens is that when they get into marriage and they find out that they can actually see other people and get attracted to them,
and then it becomes a problem.
it becomes a problem.
It becomes an issue.
And that's absolutely realistic. That's real.
yeah. Yeah, of course. Like, it's
Like, I will still
gosh.
see women who, quote unquote, on any standards are actually finer than you on any standard. And I'll still look at them. But obviously, now that is where commitment comes to play. Commitment will be nothing if there was nothing that would challenge commitment.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
when people have this ideology that, oh, immediately I get married, she looks absolutely pristine to me in all ways. That's not
please.
true. Well,
Boulder Dash.
yeah, that's not true for me.
Yeah, no, it's
Is
not.
it true for you?
No, it's not.
Have you not seen men that you turn around and you say, they're cute guys, they're fine, but I still choose this local boy.
Yeah, because obviously he's not blind, I'm not blind. Like, there are other people that we would find more attractive, but because the basis of our commitment to each other is not based on the fact that we are the most anything. It's literally based on the fact that he is who he is,
Exactly.
and nobody else can be him.
And
to
finding
me.
the beauty
and
that
I am
have.
who I am, and nobody else can be me to him. So literally, that is the basis. And I feel like if more marriages, if more relationships were based off of that reality, off of the reality of what commitment actually means and what it actually and what it actually entails, then more marriages would actually last.
Yeah, because I mean, you wouldn't actually be under the pressure to always perform.
And
Do you understand?
love
love
to have my make. For example, guys, for the past 3, this is the 3rd episode, right? Or the
Yeah.
4th? Yeah. For the past 3 episodes, I've not worn makeup, and I'm not under any compulsion
Pressure.
to like try and
Exactly. Like-
look the best. Like,
like you
I'm
don't have exactly like that's
just
just
me.
that was just what the post was saying was actually talking about. It's not like I'm trying to explain, but I feel like we need to have the conversation, both of us, so that people who are willing to learn and see our perspective
Yeah.
can also see,
yeah.
and also understand, because like at the end of the day, you want a partner who is human.
Yeah.
You want a partner that will allow you be human. You want to be able to make mistakes. You don't want to be on the edge of, it's more like you're always upscaling.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't develop and evolve in marriage. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that based off on, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of people do not do well with relationships.
Yeah.
Because they are always looking for the best.
Yeah.
And they,
And it's like, if you don't tick a box, then they're out. Like, they're going to leave you.
Apart from that, right? Like, they're always looking for the best, and when they find the best in that moment, when the other best comes, they run to the next best.
Yeah.
And when the next best comes, they run to the next best. So and what it does, it breeds discontentment. Lack of contentment.
That's good. Yeah.
Because marriage also is a matter of contentment.
Yeah.
Being contented in who God has given you or who you have chosen.
Yeah.
Right. So that discontentment is a problem. And then you see people who actually they have met 5 best kind of people, and they are now looking for one person who's going to embody the whole
all
5
the best.
best. You know what I'm saying?
Impossible.
It's quite problematic, you
Yeah.
know. It's quite like it's a very disastrous way
Yeah.
to actually look at relationships, to be
It
very
really
honest.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I mean, you can lie to your wife, lie to your husband, but at the end of, like I like to say, reality is not emotional. Nature is not emotional.
At
You
all.
can feel what you want to feel. You can say what you want to say, but what it is it's just what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
But ending, you are actually very beautiful.
Thank you. Of course.
Fine girl. You know, even you
Is
don't
it not
e-
me again?
You don't even wear makeup and you're fine. And do you know the funny thing? Sorry, I mean, we're actually rounding up. It's so funny because I had
You're like
actually,
a pastor now. We're actually rounding up, and then you talk for another time.
yeah. The funny thing is that I had always complimented you.
Yeah.
During our engagement, I wrote you a whole song. I produced the whole song for you.
Literally.
I like, you know, the things I've
Yeah.
done for you. I cannot say some of them.
I
here.
know now.
like I'll literally, you know, say these things, you know, and
Yeah.
stuff. And it was just that moment that people had to like pick. And in my head,
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
I think just to round off from my perspective, I think, like, obviously there is a place for you know, like, compliments like that. Oh my, you know, you're the most handsome.
Yeah, sure, sentimental compliments.
Yeah, like, thank you for sentimental compliments. There's a place for it, but I think it's also important to understand that is not real. And just to be able to appreciate where Solomon was also coming from in the letter that he wrote, and that he was coming from that kind of real place of what love truly is and what commitment truly is, and the fact that he was choosing me for me, and he was committing to me, because nobody else, no matter how beautiful and how intelligent, whatever, nobody else can ever be Adiola. Do you get?
A local boy like me, you choose me. Have you not seen other boys in London? Local boy champion like me. But I'm not local. Before they come and start calling me local, I'm actually a big boy.
Sorry,
You said, you know,
big
I'm a big man.
Come on.
Thank you so much, guys. We really, really appreciate it. Please
Yeah.
do well to subscribe. Do well to add
Share,
if you're
like,
listening. Yeah, exactly.
comment.
Yeah, comment it exactly. Like the video. If you're actually listening on any streaming platform, like podcast streaming platform, make sure to follow. Make sure to subscribe.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll see you in the next episodes of Strings and Locks by Solomon and
Arike or Adiola, whichever one.
yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.